Hello everyone, this is Achal Kumar Pandey. I welcome to all of you on my YouTube channel Achal Pandey Ara Pirota. Today in this video, I have decided to make you know about Asia continent. I will be covering the entire details of Asia, facts and figure of Asia like countries, ocean, seas, island, mountain, rivers, etc. I would like to familiarize you with the exact locations of all the landmass and water bodies situated in the Asia. I will be covering this video into 4 different parts, which are introduction, landmass, water bodies and conclusion. Let us move to the introductions. So as we know that Asia is one of the 7 continents located in the northern and eastern hemisphere. Let me tell you once again, Asia is the continent which is completely located in the northern and eastern hemisphere except few islands of Indonesia which is located in southern hemisphere. And it is located east to the Europe, not to the Indian Ocean. This one is the Europe. This one is the Indian Ocean. West to the Pacific Ocean. This one is the Pacific Ocean which is situated east to the Asia. And bordered on the south by the Arctic Ocean. This one is the Arctic Ocean. Once again, I would like to just familiarize you with the neighbors of this Asia in all 4 directions. So this one is the Arctic Ocean which is in the south, Pacific Ocean which is in the east, Indian Ocean in the south, and this Europe later we will be covering. Earlier it was known as the Eurasia, but however there is no large water body which separates Asia from Europe. There are some land and water bodies which separates Europe from Asia. We will be covering in details. If you see the extent of Asia in the terms of latitudes and longitudes, we will find that Asia is situated between 10 degree south to 80 degree north latitude, and in longitudes it is situated between 25 degree east to 170 degree east longitude. Means, now coming to some facts and figures of the Asia. So Asia is the largest country in the both area and population of the world, and if you see the total area, it is having 4.45 crore square kilometer of total area, which is 29.5% of the total earth land area and 8.7% of the total earth surface area if you include water body together. And now coming to the population, Asia is having 4.5 billion of population, which is approximate 60% of the world total population. Now there are total 49 country and 1 observer nation, that is the 49 plus 1, and Taiwan, there is ambiguity that whether Taiwan is country or not. However, Taiwan is country, but it is not recognized by the United Nations organization. So as per the United Nations organization member country, which are 193rd, there are 49 plus 1 countries in the Asia. Later I will be telling in the detail about the each and every country's position. It has 7 transcontinental countries also. Let me tell you, the transcontinental countries are those countries which are situated in more than 1 continent, like the Georgia, Azerbaijan, Russia, Kazakhstan, Turkey, Armenia and Egypt. So these 5 countries are transcontinental countries with the Europe, means these countries are situated in Eurasia. So some part of these countries are situated in Asia and few parts are located in Europe also. And the Egypt is also one of the transcontinental countries which is situated in Africa and Asia also. So that's why these countries are known as the transcontinental. Now the Russia is the largest in the area, and the China is the largest in population in the world. And you know that these 2 countries are situated in Asia itself. Now the Great Himalayas is the largest mountain series in the world, and even the Mount Everest is the highest peak of the world also, which is situated also in Asia, and the Caspian Sea is the largest salty lake of the world, which is approximate 5 times larger than that of the Superior Lake, which is situated in North America. Philippines Sea is the largest sea of the world. It is also in Asia, and the Lake Baikal is the deepest lake of the world. Japan is called the land of the rising sun, and other than this fact and figure, there are some certain other fact and figures, which are the Arabian Peninsula is the largest peninsula in the world, which is situated in Asia, and later I will be telling what is peninsula. And the Pakistan is known as the country of the canal, and Bay of Bengal is the largest bay of the world. So these are some facts and figures regarding Asia. Later we will be discussing each and every countries and oceans in details. Now coming to the land mass, especially about the countries, other land mass I will be covering in the water bodies. So I will be covering the land mass in 6 different parts on the basis of their directions: the Northern Asia, Central Asia, Southwest Asia, Southern Asia, East Asia, and Southeast Asia. So there is only one country in Northern Asia, and there are 5 countries in Central Asia, and there are 19 countries in Southwest Asia, and there is 8 countries in Southern Asia. These countries are member of the SAARC, and there is 5 countries in East Asia, and there are 11 countries in Southeast Asia. However, out of these 11, only 10 countries are member of ASEAN, which are known as the Association of Southeast Asian Nations. Now, this is the map of the Asia, and I hope these countries will be eligible to you. I would like to just familiarize all the countries with you. I hope after watching this video you will gain lot of experience about the Asia, and I hope you will be familiarized with each and every countries and their location. So let us start with the Northern Asia. So as I told you, there is only one country in Northern Asia, that is the Russia only, and Russia is the largest country of the world in the area. और रसिया के जो इस पार्ट वाले जो मोस्टली ईस्टर्न पार्ट को साइबेरिया बोलते हैं. So we are not required to confuse. So this eastern part of the Russia is called the Siberia. Now coming to the Eastern Asia, so there are 5 countries, that is the Mongolia, China, North Korea, South Korea, and this one is the Japan. Once again, Mongolia, China, North Korea, South Korea, Japan. This one is the Taiwan, but however, this Taiwan is not recognized by the United Nations Organization as a full-fledged nation. So in the number of country in the counting of 49, this Taiwan is not counted. Now coming to the Central Asia, this is very, very important. Most of the exam, it is asked that how many countries are there. So and there is some interesting fact that this Kazakhstan is the largest landlocked country of the world. However, it is associated with the Caspian Sea, but it is not sea but lake. That's why it is known as the largest landlocked country of the world. Now this one is the Kazakhstan, Uzbekistan, Turkmenistan, Tajikistan, Kyrgyzstan. For your better understanding or to remember easily, there is one slogan regarding the Central Asian country, that is Tutak. Turkmenistan, Uzbekistan, Tajikistan, Kyrgyzstan, Kazakhstan, Tutak. There are 5 countries. Now coming to the Southwest Asia, and however these countries are also known as the Middle East with respect to the world, but other than these countries there are few countries of African countries also, but generally, and these countries are also known as the Gulf country or Arab Peninsula. There are several names. So let us come to the Southwest Asian nations, starting from this Azerbaijan, Georgia, Armenia, Turkey, Syria, then Iraq, Iran, and this one is the Cyprus. Cyprus is only one country of Asia which is completely located in the Mediterranean Sea, and this is the island This is the island which is situated in the Mediterranean Sea. And this one is the Lebanon. Lebanon is also island country which is situated in Mediterranean Sea, but it shares land border with the Syria. Then this one is the Israel. Israel is the country. It's very small country. Basically, it is not seen in the map, in the small map. But however, from strategic point of view, this country is a very important country, and there is good relation with the India also. So this one is Israel, and here is Philistine. However, Philistine is the observer nation, but it is not seen in this map. But just beside this Israel, there is Philistine, which is the observer nation of the United Nations Organization. That's why it is called. There are 49 plus 1 country in the Asia. Then the Jordan, just east to the Israel, there is Jordan. Then this one is the Egypt. However, politically, Egypt is counted in Africa, but geographically, few parts of the Egypt is situated in Asia itself also. And this one is the Saudi Arabia. This is the largest country of the Arab Peninsula. These countries are known as the Arab nations. This is the Yemen, and then Oman, UAE, Qatar, Bahrain, Kuwait. These are very few islands country. Bahrain is also one of the island country which is very small but very rich from point of view of crude oil. So these are very small country. It is very difficult to see in this size of map. But this Bahrain is situated between Kuwait and Qatar. Now these countries are known as the Southwest Asian country. Now coming to the Southern Asia countries, starting from Afghanistan, Pakistan, India, then Nepal, Bhutan, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, Maldives. Now coming to the Southeast Asian nations. So as I told you, there are 11 countries. So starting from Myanmar, earlier it was called Burma, then Thailand, Laos, Cambodia, Vietnam. These countries are also very important from point of view of natural resources. That's why Act East policy, which was originated by our Prime Minister recently in 2014 after becoming the Prime Minister, which was earlier Act East policy. This one is the Malaysia, and this is also known as the Malay Peninsula. Later I will be covering what is peninsula. And this is the Indonesia. There is one fact that the Indonesia, that is the island country, is the largest archipelago of the world. I will be covering what is archipelago later. So basically archipelago is the group of the islands. So almost there are 7,000 islands over here where the land mass are situated, and even other than that 7,000, another 6,000 islands are also there here. And this one is the Philippines. Let me tell you one more thing. This is the South China Sea, and here there are some disputes associated with the China and these countries. So this South China Sea is very busiest sea or very important from point of view of trades. So this is very, very important. And this one is the East Timor. So these are all about the countries, or also called the land mass of the Asia. And this one is the Mongolia, and the Gobi Desert is also situated in the Mongolia. So these are all fact and figure about the land mass of the Asia. Now let us move to the next slides. That is the water bodies. Now there are some facts and figure regarding the water bodies. I will be covering in total just 9 parts. So starting from the seas and oceans, I will move fast. Later I will be explaining in details. So some important seas and oceans, which are Indian Oceans, Red Sea, Black Sea, Yellow Sea, Dead Sea, Aral Sea, South China Sea, East China Sea, Japan Sea, Andaman Sea, Lakshadweep Sea, Philippine Sea, Arabian Sea. Other than these, there are some certain other seas also, but these are very, very important. That's why I have mentioned this one. Now Gulf and Bay. Gulf of Mannar, Persian Gulf, Gulf of Oman, Gulf of Aden, Gulf of Thailand, and Bay of Bengal. Let me tell you one more thing. Basically, Gulf and Bay both are the part of the sea, or we can say that these are the one of the large water bodies situated in the sea or oceans. But the basic difference between the Gulf and Bay is the water outlet of the Bay is larger than that of the Gulf, and the trench of the Gulf is higher than that of the Bay, and the land body which is surrounded by water body surrounded by land from three sides, that is known as the Gulf or Bay. Once again, the water body surrounded by land from three sides, that is known as the land, Gulf or Bay. Now coming to the lakes, Baikal Lake, Caspian Sea. Caspian Sea, however, it is called sea, but it is sea, and it is the largest. It is lake, and it is the largest lake of saline water of the world. And Baikal Lake, that is the deepest lake of the world. Now coming to the rivers, everyone knows about the rivers, so I don't think that I need to explain that much more. However, Yangtze River, which is situated in China, is the largest river of the Asia. Other than that, Brahmaputra and Ganga. Brahmaputra is also one of the largest river of the world. And let me tell you one more thing. There is Majuli Island, which is in Brahmaputra. So there is only one river where there is an island situated in the river. It's also very, very important. Then the Ganga, one of the holiest river of the world. Then the Yellow River, it also flows through the China and just drains into Yellow Sea. Now coming to the canal and isthmus. There is only one important canal or isthmus, that is the Suez Canal, or it is also known as the isthmus. Isthmus is a narrow land body which connects two water body, or which connects two land body or separate two water body, that is known as the isthmus. Once again, isthmus is the narrow land body which connects two large land body and separate two water body, that is known as the isthmus. So through the Red Sea there is artificial water body, that is known as the canal, which connects Red Sea with the Mediterranean Sea. And earlier there was no canal, so it was isthmus which connects the Asia with the Africa. Now the islands means a land body surrounded by water from all sides. A land body surrounded by water from all sides, that is known as the island. So Borneo Island, New Guinea, Sumatra, Java, these are the important islands which are situated in Asia. Later I will be covering in details. Archipelago, as I told you, a group of islands. So Indonesia archipelago, earlier I have covered, it is the largest archipelago of the world. Now straits and channels, this is very, very important. So straits and channels mean small or narrow water body. Once again, the small or the narrow water body which connects two large water body and separate two land body. We can say it's just opposite to the isthmus. So, but there are difference between channel and straits also. I mean, the channels are situated parallel to the latitudes, like the 8-degree channel, 9-degree channel, 10-degree channel. These are the channels. But however, straits का कोई latitude के साथ होना कोई जरूरी नहीं है. But both are the same. That is the small or narrow water body which connects two large water body or separate two land body. So some important islands and states are Strait of Malacca. It's also very important. Bering Strait, 8-degree, 9-degree, 10-degree channel. Basically, these are associated with the India itself. Then the 38-degree channel. It's also known as the 38-degree parallel, which is situated between the North Korea and South Korea. Now coming to the map of the water body. With the help of this map, I would like to explain you in details about all the water bodies together, and I hope you will gain very rich experience after watching this video. So let us come to the important water body of Asia, starting from the Bering Sea. This one is the Bering Sea, or we can say that this one is the Bering Strait also. So this one is the Bering Sea, which separates Alaska from Siberia. This one is the Siberia, and this one is the Alaska, which is part of USA, and this one is the strait, that is the narrow water body. Then behind this Bering Sea, here there is Chukchi Sea, which has not been mentioned here, Chukchi Sea, and this one is the Arctic Ocean, just behind the Russia in the northern side. This one is the Sea of Okhotsk, then Japan Sea or Sea of Japan, then the Yellow Sea, where Yellow River drains here. This one is the Baikal Lake, that is the deepest lake of the world. Then Philippine Sea, East China Sea, which is east to the China, that's why it is known as the East China Sea. This one is the South China Sea, as I told you. This is the very busiest route or very important trade route which connects Asia to the Pacific Ocean, then the America. Most of the sea passes through this one route. This is the state of Malacca, which is situated between Indonesia and Malaysia. Then Java Sea, Celebes Sea, then Banda Sea, Flores Sea. There are many other sea also. Some important are the Andaman Sea. This one is the Andaman Sea, near the Andaman, and this one is the Gulf of Thailand. This area is the Gulf of Thailand. There is mistake, and this one is the Andaman Sea. Now Bay of Bengal, everyone knows. This one is the Arabian Sea, and this is very important, which you need to understand in details. This is the Gulf of Oman, and this one is the Persian Gulf. These are also very important from a strategic point of view, as well as natural resources also. And this strait is known as the Strait of Hormuz. It's very important. This is the choke point which is associated in the Asia. There are some countries like the China and even USA, they are having their naval base or armored base here, so that they can strengthen their security. And just similar to this one, here there is one more strait that is known as the Bab el Mandab, which is associated in the Horn of Africa here, and this is also very important from a strategic point of view also, which connects Gulf of Aden to Red Sea. This one is the Red Sea, and here there is Suez Canal, and this Gulf of Aden and Red Sea gives connectivity to the Mediterranean Sea. So this one is the, as I told you, Asia. So Red Sea separates Asia from Africa, and if you see the boundary between the Asia and the Europe, there are some another land or water bodies like the Ural Mountain, Ural River, Black Sea, Mediterranean Sea. Once again, I would like to demarcate here. Here there is Ural Mountain situated, which separates Asia from Europe. This one is the Caspian Sea, which makes border with in between Asia and Europe. Then the Ural River, then the Black Sea, then this one is the Mediterranean Sea, then the Suez Canal. These all are the borders which separates Asia from Africa or Europe. So once again, this Red Sea separates Asia from Africa, and the all different structure, that is the Ural Mountain, Caspian Sea, Ural River, Black Sea, Mediterranean Sea. These different structures separates Asia from Europe. This one is the Indian Ocean. No need to explain, everyone knows. So entire Indian Ocean is associated with the Asia itself. I think I have covered most of the sea and oceans. One important fact here is that this one is the Papua New Guinea or New Guinea, and entire this island is known as the Guinea. So Guinea island is the second largest island of the world after Greenland, and this one is the Borneo Island. So Borneo Island is the third largest island of the world, which is also situated in Asia. And here there is the Strait of Hormuz. Already I have covered. This is also very, very important from point of view of trade as well as the strategic point of view. So these are all about the different water body of the Asia. So I hope I have explained in details, and after watching this video you all will be gaining very rich experiences. So please go through this video and listen carefully, watch carefully, and let me know in the comment section, as well as share as much as possible so that I can energize by taking your actions। और मैं आगे ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा आप लोग के कमेंट और आप लोग के शेयर्स के ऊपर डिपेंड है कि मैं और ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा काम करूँगा और इसको और ज़्यादा इफेक्टिव बनाने का प्रयास करूँगा। दिस इज़ ऑल अबाउट द एशिया एंड थैंक यू सो मच। इसके आगे वाले वीडियो में मैं सिमिलरली ऐसे ही चलते रहूँगा, सारे कॉन्टिनेंट्स को, फिर सारे ओशियंस को, फिर देन द लैंड्स, देन द रिवर्स, एवरीथिंग आई विल बी कवरिंग इन डिटेल्स। सो थैंक यू सो मच।